do not buy your Irish sweaters there. Get them at QVC.
Yeah, they cost a bit more.
The same exact thing, way more expensive.
Yeah,
This is the best place to get those Irish sweaters.
Well, come on in, and we're going to talk with our garden bestie, Carolyn Gracie with Girl Next Door. This is an animal feeder. It's a bird feeder, but you've got this cute little umbrella design. It's a singing in the rain kind of moment. It's so sweet. Under $30 for this as well. It's brand new for the season. But if you're watching today for our New in Blooms event, you also are the first ones to see the price of $29.98. And I love the critters that you included, especially the sweet little squirrel. That's a little bit of a signature for you.
Yes, it is. That's a little nutsy. But I love that we made them look like bronze. You know those really expensive bronze statues some people have in their yards of children playing and that sort of thing. And so we actually gave these a patina coloring so that they look like that. These are a resin and metal construction. And then the little umbrella is all the assembly required. So when you get this home, the umbrella will be in the box separately, and you screw in the little end into his little hands. And then your assembly is finished.
So sweet.
We have it hanging by a really nice heavy piece of twine here, but if you'd rather replace that with a chain or something, there's a little loop right here.
You can swap it out.
And you can swap it out for whatever you'd like.
I like the rustic look of the rope. This is the cat choice.
I just think they're darling. They're all kind of like, hey, I'm so happy it's raining because I have an umbrella. And you can see their little smiley faces looking up, and Kitty has her little tail in the back, and just so cute.
And the next one, so that's the cat. We also have the dog. And that little sweet puppy has got his nose in the air.
Yeah, this is another little ode to my Shih Tzu pup, Dobie, who is kind of the doggy in our collection in one shape or form.
Is he sad that he's not going to go out and potty in the rain? So is that a little sad face? Because he's in a little bit of a pickle, and that's why he grabbed the umbrella.
Well, my dogs do not like going out in the rain. They're like, ew, I'm not stepping onto that grass. It's wet, ick. Or I'll open the door for them to run out into the play yard, and they all just stand there like, Mom, are you insane? I'm not going out. You know, it's like, I am not going out in that, because, you know, they have to go pee, come right back in, and then they get all wet. So I think he's actually happy that he has an umbrella.
Okay, right, saves the day. Remember, these are two under $30. So we put our bird seed right in that base plate.
You can just put water in it if you want to have a little waterer. Now, this is not a squirrel-proof bird feeder, so, you know, especially if your squirrels see a squirrel on there, they're going to be like, oh, that's for me. We do have something coming for you later in the year that will be for your yard squirrels to detract them from and distract them from your bird feeders.
Oh, interesting.
So first time ever on QVC, anything like it. But this is something that, you know, we wanted just to include a little outdoor squirrel critter. And, you know, I have not really come across any bird feeder that is totally squirrel proof because they're very smart. So this is something that, you know, you may just want to hang it out there with nothing in it.
Right,
or
just as a charm and decorative piece.
Yeah, or put it, you know, if you hang it on a shepherd's hook, that's maybe near an area of your house where squirrels don't come. I don't know where that would be at my house, but you know, they're very bold. Yeah. But you know, this is something that I think just looks really sweet and charming in your yard. And you know, it's meant to hold the weight of filling this up with bird seed, so that's totally fine. It weighs under 2 pounds itself. So, and again, the assembly is simply screwing the umbrella into their hands.
We, in our inside of our house, I have a few squirrel figurines.
Yeah.
And it's actually because when my husband proposed, it was a squirrel that distracted me.
Oh.
There was a black squirrel in the park, and he pointed it out, and I went on a little, you know, squirrel trail, talking about how rare black squirrels were and da-da-da and territorial. And before I knew it, he was down on a knee. So we actually have a few little squirrels.
That's such a cute story.
So sometimes with little critters, maybe there's another story behind that you love, whether it's the squirrel, the cat, or the dog. This would be kind of a fun anniversary gift too. Under $30. It's also just a beautiful piece. And you know, you have your critter with the umbrella.
It's
the
just
look
darling.
Of the patina.
And I think, you know, again, if we could come in close to one of the, I'll just hold the cat. Notice the look of patina. This is metal, and so it's, again, rust proof, weather resistant, but you can see it looks like a big expensive bronze statue. Yeah. And notice too, you know, all the little sort of thumbprint design that they've done, like modeling it out of clay. This is not going to change colors. It's a patina paint that's on there, so it'll stay that color. It's not going to turn black like real bronze sometimes will. And then you've got another metal here on the top with the, again, the patina paint on the umbrella. The umbrella will keep most of the seeds dry. If the rain is blowing in from the sides, it won't. But, you know, they're not going to get totally soaking wet if you just had a bird feeder out there with no cover on it.
Yeah.
So
you've got 3 different choices and one great sale price that's for a limited time of $29.98. This would also be a spectacular gift for someone, whether they just moved
it's
or
like a housewarming.
Yes, exactly. And especially if you're gifting to a friend and maybe that friend has children or grandchildren, they're gonna love seeing this in the garden.
Yeah.
They're gonna look for that little critter, whether it's the squirrel, the dog, or the cat. They're gonna say hello. You know, we've got on our walk to school, there's a few neighbors that have little garden critters and you know, statues or little figurines that my kids like name and talk to and say hello.
Of course.
I even told the owner of the house one day, I was like, my daughter loves walking past your house on the way to school.
Well, when I was little, I remember my grandmother had a huge terraced garden in her backyard in Ohio, and there were steps going up the middle that were concrete steps that my grandfather made. And I would sit like halfway up on those steps and just dig my little hands around in all of the ground cover that she had, the flowered ground cover everywhere, and she would hide little animals and little statues of things in there. And I used to love spending time in her garden.
Yeah.
And so still I like putting a lot of statuary in my garden and a lot of animal things and little statues of St. Francis and Blessed Mother and little things hidden in the flowers because I remember that as a child. And you know, this is something that your kids and grandkids will absolutely love and remember too.
Yeah, it's so sweet and charming. I mean, Nutsy's a little Nutsy. That's your squirrel. And they all look like they do have that
He's
beautiful
looking kind of
copper
innocent there.
patina. He's like,
He's really thinking of how he can get to that bird feeder across the yard.
yeah,
right
there you
now.
go. This one, if you do want the squirrel, it's been the most popular choice today. It's also our most limited choice. So if it's sitting in your cart, be sure to check out. It is not yours until you get that thank you for your order. So be sure to make it yours today for under $30. First time at this low price with our little bird feeders.
And our little
Here's
doggy.
our puppy dog.
Yeah, and he could be a lab puppy, a golden puppy. I tried to make puppies that look like lots of different kinds of dogs for you because I know y'all have different types of dogs.
And then our kitty cat. So sweet.
Little kitten. I think the kitten's my favorite.
Yeah, the cat's so sweet. Is it an alley cat?
Could be. Alley car cat.
Under $30. My dad used to always calls me alley cat.
That's so cute.
M99718 is your item number. Cat, dog, and squirrel, which is very popular. Hey, can I remind you, our passion fruit lantana?
Yeah.
We do have auto delivery, so you get one additional